What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode here on the vlog. I'm here with KJ. We're about to go to Raglan Road at Disney Springs, and we're waiting on our Uber, which is right around the corner right there. So AJ, let's hop in and let's get to Raglan Road. All right, so we're just a little bit early for our reservation here at 8:30, but KJ got a Guinness with a shot of Jameson in it. I just got a regular Guinness, but we are at the hole in the wall on the outside of Raglan Road, getting ready for our reservation. Oh, come on, man.
It's very, very full.
So we just arrived and got inside Raglan Road here. We just got 2 more Guinness, of course. So it's a little bit loud in here, as it should be. And we're gonna decide on what we want to eat. KJ's a little camera shy, but we're gonna warm him up on this vlog, on this episode.
Shepherd's pie.
Are you thinking about shepherd's pie for real?
I think I'm gonna do that.
I think I'm gonna get the shepherd's pie as well. It was very good the last time I got it. So stay tuned, we'll be right back. And for everybody at home right now, sadly not being able to experience this with us right now, we have the drink menu in front. I don't know how good the clarity is in here. I'm shooting with a GoPro right now, so you might have to pause it. Might not have very good clarity in the dark anyway. We're gonna go ahead and flip it over here, and this is what the menu looks like. But what I'm aiming for tonight is gonna be the Shepherd's to Die For pie. Go ahead and read that description real quick. Fantastic. I'm getting it again. KJ is either torn between the To Die For pie right here, or he's thinking about the braised beef. I've heard both are good. I'm going with the pie. All right, so we're set up with our second round here with Guinness, and we have this great bread. I'm just gonna say it's Irish bread, because I don't know exactly what it is, but it's great. KJ?
It's 2 pieces, that's what it is.
It's a sandwich without being a sandwich. All right, KJ, you're on the vlog right now. Tell us what you got. You're a food guy, so tell us what you got.
Braised the beef.
How's it? Oh, it looks so good.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see though.
Yeah, I was about to say, the GoPro camera's not the best. Oh, that helps a lot, actually. That looks fantastic.
It looks really good.
You're gonna have to let us know how it is in a couple seconds.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I got the shepherd's pie right here. Let me grab my flashlight. That's not a bad idea. Looks super good. We'll let you guys know how it is in a couple seconds. I think this vacation's off to a great start so far. And that's just based off of the glorious Raglan Road here with our shepherd's pie and braised beef. Hell of an atmosphere. Hell of an atmosphere. KJ, what's your first experience like so far at Raglan's?
Great.
Would you come back?
Yeah, I'd come back.
That's it? It's just, yeah, I'd come back.
I'd be back here. You can find me here again.
Too loud in here to hear you. Let's go ahead and enjoy our food. We'll give you guys a review after we're done. Lo and behold, we gave in and we got dessert. What exactly did they call it again? I forgot.
I think it's a bread pudding.
Is it bread pudding?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bartender said that they're like well known for it. You Google it around, and this is like what they're known for. So, come on, give a review, KJ. Come on, you're first. This is your first time. I gotta let you.
I don't think I've ever had bread pudding.
I can't recall if I have either.
This looks like bread. It's just a piece of bread.
Okay, well, you
Right.
scooped it successfully.
Okay.
What do you think?
It's like hot, sweet bread.
Hot, sweet bread? Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I love bread.
I'll try it here. Try it here. Wait.
As I said, we had two different kind of dipping sauces right here too, so we'll see exactly what those are.
It's like really creamy, like, I don't know. It's like what it looks like. It looks like milk. Kind of just like,
As I say, you can
Sweet milk.
you can kind of smell it. It smells like it's just a sweet sauce. But bread pudding, guys, at Raglan Road in Orlando here at Disney Springs, you gotta try it. Food is super good. Best Guinness around. You gotta have a Guinness. It's true beer. Can't drink anything else. Don't drink that ultra shit. KJ, you gotta drink Guinness. True Guinness.
yeah, I'm keeping up.
Yes, you are, but you need another.
I had a Guinness with a shot of Jameson in it.
Yeah, and it was really good. First time I ever had it. All right, we're gonna devour this. We'll be right back, guys. All right, so we have live music once again behind us, so it's a little bit loud, but we have a review. The shepherd's pie, amazing, 10 out of 10. What about the braised beef?
I'd get it again.
What, like 1 out of 10 though?
It was a 8.7 because I could have gone for more. I finished the bowl.
So you give it an 8.7 because the portion's a little too small?
I give it an 8.7 and the clean plate award.
Okay, so there it is at Raglan Road, guys, here. 2022, summertime, excellent weather, live music, you can't get enough. Go check out Raglan Road at Disney Springs in Orlando. Take me home. Click-clacking on God. All right, so we are back in the room. I'm right next to the air vent, and it feels fantastic. KJ is currently in the shower. I'm showering next, and then we are going to catch some Z's. And just in case you guys think we're capping or possibly cuddling, I'm going to go ahead and just break that real quick with 2 queen beds here at the Delta Hotel at the Grand Orlando at Celebration, I think's the hotel. I don't know. They're going through a name change right now. It was kind of difficult. I even had issues with the Uber earlier. So did my Uber driver. I already forgot his name. Wonderful guy, though. Left him an awesome tip. But yeah, as you can tell how I'm blabbering on that I am exhausted and I don't know exactly how to collect a thought right now. So we're going to catch some Z's and we'll be right back. And we're going to have a great day tomorrow at Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure for the next 2 days, actually. But on the vlog, it's probably just going to look like 1. So what's it matter anyway? Just stay tuned. All right, 4 years in the making, but we are back at Universal Studios in Florida right now. KJ, how's it feel to be back? Hasn't been back since 2018.
Try to get on this new stuff.
Yeah, so he hasn't rode Velocicoaster and Hagrid's for sure. I'm trying to think if there's anything brand new that you haven't rode at all. However, we need to go talk to guest relations over there, which is a little bit of a wait, but we'll be right back. All right, so that took way too long to get set up, but however, we have our lanyard. We printed out our tickets, so that's always a little bit faster and efficient, just in case you guys wanted to know. I would print out your tickets for sure. That way you can put all your stuff in your locker. You don't have to worry about where your ticket's gonna be. Your ticket's always gonna be on. You just tuck it in your shirt when you ride the rides. But KJ just got a, I think that's the ET lanyard. ET Universal?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got the ET lanyard. I just got this little fancy Universal Studios retro kind of looking lanyard. Thought it was kind of neat. Figured I'd grab it, but we're gonna grab a snack and then we're gonna ride some rides. So for you guys that don't know how Universal works, they do not like GoPros. They don't like any cameras or anything. They don't really like you taking phones on the ride. So today and tomorrow is gonna be just a whole lot of seeing what Universal has to offer when it comes to foods and I guess just decor and theming around the parks, really. So KJ, how's it feel to be back inside Universal Studios? Your demeanor changes every time I put you on the camera. Like you start, you can kind of hear him. He's like, every time I say KJ, because he's like, oh shit, I'm on camera.
I want to try to find a ride after we get a snack that's not too long of a wait.
Is there a specific ride that you're thinking about? Because I know that you're very upset that the Mummy shut down. I am too, but KJ loves the Mummy attraction. So we're both pretty bummed that it's not gonna be around on this trip because they are currently under a refurbishment. But is there a specific ride?
I don't know, maybe something in like Gringotts or something.
Escape from Gringotts?
Yeah.
All right, so let's head over to Harry Potter World. That way we can get closer to Gringotts. Everything you remembered, bro?
Yeah.
I was about to say, it's one of those, every time you walk in, it feels cool every time.
Yeah. This is like one of the best places to be.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right, so the line is short. I'm gonna go ahead and get Otter's Fizzy real quick. KJ, you gonna get anything to drink?
Maybe if after I see this whole.
See the menu a little bit?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna walk around here. A hot butter beer?
Yeah.
Dude, it's like 105 outside right now.
I think I'm gonna do hot butter.
Oh, no way.
That kind of seems like
The move? That is not the move.
yeah.
All right, so we're looking at the menu right now.
The best part.
We've got butterbeer, frozen butterbeer, hot butterbeer, which KJ, that's sick if you get that. You got tongue tying lemon squash, Otter's Fizzy orange juice, that's what I'm getting. Fishy green ale, peach tree fizzing tea, pumpkin juice, and gilly water. Gilly water's just regular water though.
Dragon scale last time.
That dragon scale is really good. Drought beer I've never had. I'll get that by the end of the trip.
Hot butter beer.
Awesome, thank you. All right, so like I said, I got the Otter's Fizzy, guys. KJ got hot butter beer.
It's good.
Is it really good though? Even though it's 100 and bazillion outside?
The foam on top's cold.
That's what counts.
Yeah.
You remember butterbeer tasting like that though? Have you ever had hot butterbeer? I know you had normal butterbeer last time.
Like that brown sauce that we had with the bread pudding last night.
Really?
Yeah, try it.
Hot butterbeer does not sound good to me right now. I'm fine with my perfectly delicious Otter's Fizzy, which you guys can find. I never remember the name of this place though. It's the Hopping Pot. There we go. You can get your Otter's Fizzy at the Hopping Pot. Look at it glowing in the light like that. Absolutely fantastic. The Hopping Pot, yeah. Oh, I never remember the name. I don't think I've ever mentioned this before either though, but it's like a cinnamon and sugar rim that you can see right here. Of course you got that orange slice, but it's like, the only way I can describe Otter's Fizzy is it's like pineapple juice mixed with orange juice. Doesn't sound that good to probably a whole lot of people, but it's absolutely fantastic. All right, so we just finished our first snack of the trip. I guess if you want to call drinks a snack. However, looks like we're gonna go ahead and hop on Escape from Gringotts. KJ, it's an 80-minute wait. Are we okay with that? All right, so we're gonna hop on Gringotts. We're okay with the 80-minute wait. And let's see what KJ thinks. We'll be right back.
You are now approaching the card station.
All right, so it said an 80-minute wait, but that was actually, KJ timed it. But it's 30, exactly down to the minute, 37 minutes, which is not bad at all. We would hop back right in line. But we're hungry. We're gonna go to Margaritaville, a city walk. But KJ, what did you, it's been 4 years since you rode that ride. What did you think?
I forgot a lot about it.
You forgot a lot about it?
Yeah, I forgot about like the line after going through the main room of the bank, and then I forgot I don't know, just how the roller coaster actually went. My favorite part was the fake drop. Where,
Oh,
like,
at the very beginning?
no, not at the beginning, like when you actually drop down, but like when it like tilts you up and it's like blowing air across your face.
Yeah, and it just, yeah, it looks, it's not a fake fall, KJ, it's a ride. Don't blow it for people.
Yeah. That's probably the thing.
A huge 300-foot drop in the middle of the ride is what KJ's talking about. All right, so we have found ourselves at lunchtime here at Margaritaville. We've scanned the menus, we're ready to order. I think we're just gonna stick with water. KJ, you're satisfied with ordering the mahi sandwich? So I say the last time we were here, we got the grouper sandwich, which is super good. All right, so we actually just ordered. That's why I kept looking over to the left. To us? Yeah. So we just ordered. She came to the table, got our order. We are ready to eat. He got blackened grilled mahi sandwich. I got the same thing, just not blackened. He got a side salad for his side, and then I just got sweet potato fries. So it's going to be out shortly. And we'll take a look. All right, so the food is here. Mahi sandwich. It looks good, bro. Yours looks really good as well.
That's great.
All right, so like I stated, they didn't have our grouper sandwich like we wanted from last time, but the mahi sandwich is pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It wasn't as good as Raglan's, in my own personal opinion, just because of atmosphere and everything like that. Raglan's is more so my atmosphere. So Raglan's giving that
kind of place.
Absolutely. But I'm just gonna rate everyone based off of everything. So I think with Margaritaville, I think I'm gonna give overall experience 6.5, maybe a 7 out of a 10.
It's I'm gonna rate everything against each other for this trip.
Still rated a little bit differently than I will.
So it's second place behind Raglan so far.
Okay. So as the list builds, it might change.
Yeah.
Okay, I see where you're going. But yeah, mahi sandwich at Margaritaville at Universal City Walk, super good. Go try it. All right, so we just got off of the Rip Rocket. I can never remember I always call it the Red Rocket. Shame on me. KJ, it's been 4 years since you rode that. What did you think? It's not even becoming a vlog anymore. If anything, it's just becoming like a I guess it's still a vlog, but it's like a...
KJ, what do you think?
KJ, what'd you think about this video? Well, what'd you think?
It was fun. That is not what I remember. I kept getting surprised by everything that was happening. There was one time towards the end, I thought it was over, but it wasn't over.
Yeah, there was a couple times where it happened. Like I would look over and your face would be like, oh God. All right, so we are walking into Simpsons territory, KJ. We didn't really get to go in depth on our last vacation due to my parents actually really not liking The Simpsons. I've actually never really watched The Simpsons. I've watched an episode here and there, but I haven't religiously watched it like a lot of my friends. What?
We went on a ride last time.
Yeah, we went on the ride, but we never really got to like walk around and discover. And I truly still haven't even really gone through the section as much as I should. They got really good Lord Lad donuts over here. They got Duff beer in front of us. There's the donuts. But they got Duff beer in front of us. Moe's Tavern, got a Quickie Mart. You got Cletus's Chicken Shack. It's pretty busy right now in Simpsons land, I guess I should say, not territory. All right, so we're actually gonna backtrack a little bit. KJ has decided to get a beer. KJ, let's go Marge. Marge! Let's get you a brewski. And a corn dog, possibly. You gonna get the big one? You gonna get like a 32 ounce, 64 ounce? 128?
Do a pint.
A pint?
Give me a point to do a...
All right, so KJ got a beer. I caved and I got a beer. KJ, what do you think?
It's actually better than I remember. It's a lot better than I remember.
Oh, did you get one last time?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I never had a Duff beer before.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
It's not bad, it's not a Guinness. I'm a huge fan of Guinness, if you couldn't tell. But it's not bad for not being a stout, which is the lager, right?
Lager.
It was a lager, or what was the other option?
Pilsner.
Or a Pilsner. Not really a big fan of both, but it's not bad for a lager. All right, so we just rode Men in Black. KJ's getting pretty tired. I think it's the heat.
I don't know, it felt great in there.
Yeah, the AC feels pretty good. Feels terrible out here. I think the heat's just kicking our asses right now. But I think that's gonna conclude the vlogging that I'm gonna do for today. I think we're gonna pick it back up tomorrow. We're gonna try and get to Velocicoaster and Hagrid's ride today. If not, we'll definitely do that tomorrow, but we'll be right back for day 2. So we're about to have some different clothes on. So 1 second. All right, so just like I told you guys, we're switching clothes because we're officially on day 2 for Universal Studios here in Florida. And KJ brought something to my attention as well. I did a bunch of, what'd you think about this and what'd you think about that?
What are you talking about?
What? What? You brought it to my attention, I'm gonna bring it to the people's attention. Because guess what they're gonna do today, KJ?
What?
They're gonna hang out with us a little bit more today instead of just doing this and that at Universal Studios here in Florida. Is that okay with you, KJ?
As long as they come with us to Islands of Adventure.
Well, yeah, they have no choice. If they want to keep watching, they're gonna go with us. And you guys better like and subscribe as well if you guys like the content. We're gonna go ahead and have a little bit of lunch. Hopefully not a little bit, because I'm very hungry, but we're gonna have lunch at Finnegans at Universal Studios. And I think the plan is after that is we're gonna go to Hulk, and we are going to ride the Hulk. We ended up riding Velocicoaster last night, which, funny story about that, which I'll get to. And then we ended up riding Hagrid's, and that was KJ's first time riding both of those rides, and he absolutely loved it. But as we get in line here real quick, the story with Velocicoaster, we ended up staying in line from 6:40 p.m. and told ourselves we'll give it till 9:01, thinking that the park closed at 9 o'clock. Ended up staying open till 10, so that was our fault for not being aware of that extra hour that we did have. So we left the line at 9:01. As soon as we hit the exit doors, Velocicoaster started running again due to the weather getting better. And KJ was a little pissed off. I was a little pissed off.
I was annoyed.
Yeah, we were very annoyed that we did that, but we stuck to our guns about the 901 rule. However, we turned right back around, we got in line, and basically ended up in line back right where we were. So it wasn't even really that bad, but ended up riding Velocicoaster at night, which was my first time at nighttime. First time for KJ in general. So that was very fun. If you haven't rode the Velocicoaster and you're planning on going to Universal very, very soon, you have to ride Velocicoaster. Best roller coaster I've ever rode in my life. We finally made it through the front gate. There's always that one family that's like one person's in charge of the phone, and then they have to scan in like 7 other people. That's happened to us twice so far. I hate that. It takes like 30 minutes to get in. It's ridiculous. But as I was saying, talking about Velocicoaster and how it's like the best ride here, best roller coaster I've ever ridden, let's talk about some rides that I would not want to ride ever again. KJ's only been here one other time before this trip, and he says the same thing. And we're right in front of it, which is going to be the Jimmy Fallon ride. That shit sucks. It's so bad. And then we even say the same thing about the Fast and Furious ride. I'm not a car guy by any means, but I do love some good looking cars. But Fast and Furious, that ride sucks. That ride sucks super bad too. I mean, they're basically just very, very lame 4D rides that, like, I just remember in the late night Jimmy Fallon show, that ride, that attraction really sucks, because if you ever rode Shrek 4D, it's very similar to that. Everybody piles into a theater, and then everybody has 3D glasses, and there's like a little bit of movement here and there, a little bit of water, a little bit of air. You know how 4D rides work. Shrek 4D was a lot better, maybe just because I'm a huge fan of Shrek.
This might be a wild wait.
Yeah, Finnegans is looking like a little bit of a wait. While I talk to the people, you want to go see what the wait time is real quick? Thank you. But anyway, but Fast and Furious, it's a lot like the Reign of Kong. If you've ever been on the Reign of Kong, you basically get into a bus on this one, just like Reign of Kong, and then next thing you know, you're basically flying through the city with fast cars all around you and everything like that. But it's just not that good. Like, you can do so much better when it comes to the Fast and Furious. All right, so it ended up not being busy at all to get into Finnegans right here. I would show you guys a menu, but it's gonna be paperless. Of course, you got that QR code. KJ and I really aren't a fan of that, but we gotta scan the menu. However, they did set us up with a pretty nice view, especially with one of my attractions right outside. It's gonna be the Revenge of the Mummy. Sadly, she's down during this trip for refurbishment. So we just got our drink order. Of course, I had to get a Guinness. You didn't get any alcohol, you just got water for now, right? No. So I say Disney and Universal have the best Guinness. Finnegans, I think it might be the only place that you can get a Guinness, to my knowledge, here at Universal Studios. Raglan Road, of course, that you saw earlier, has a really good Guinness as well. Disney and Universal just do it different. Can't really get Guinness back home in Texas. But like I was saying, pretty good view outside. But unfortunately, the Mummy is getting refurbished. KJ is very upset about it. Look at him shaking his head. He's like, oh, I don't even want to talk about it. But she's supposed to open late summer 2022. We were kind of hoping that late summer for Universal meant end of July, but it's probably looking towards the end of August, which is a bummer. So we missed it by a month. But that's one of KJ's favorite rides. It's one of my favorite rides. He got to ride it like 6 or 7 times last time, just due to the line being so short and no rain. Yes, you're on camera, KJ.
Have you heard the curse is real?
The curse is real.
The curse is real.
There's no doubt about it. Look at this beautiful specimen right here. Look at this beautiful, beautiful Guinness. KJ, it's here. Look at this beautiful Guinness. Are you sure you don't want one?
It's pretty milky.
Milky? It's gonna make my day a little bit better. It's gonna make my feet hurt a little less.
You get a shot of Jameson.
No, that's nighttime festivities. I can't do that in the daytime. I rarely do this in the daytime. Some JMO. Is that what he called it? Was the drink was called a JMO?
I don't know what.
Or was he just called Jameson JMO?
Yeah, I think it was called Jameson.
Whatever it is, I can't wait any longer. I gotta get that Guinness milk mustache on top of my mustache right now.
Double stash.
Double stash. So I can already say right off the start that this is a way bigger portion than Raglan's. and that's already giving it bonus points because it's also cheaper by like $4 to $5. And it comes with a side of vegetables as well.
Yeah.
KJ, this looks amazing.
Yeah, that's good. This is my second time having it.
Oh yeah, that's right. You had it before already, back in 2018. All right. So I'm gonna take a couple bites and I'll be right back to see what we actually think about the taste difference in the shepherd's pie compared to Raglan Road's and Finnegans.
That tastes way different.
Tastes way different? I was about to say, you're more so of a food guy than me, so go ahead and give a little bit of feedback. You haven't taken an actual bite yet, have you? Just the vegetables?
Yeah.
All right. So I'll let you take a couple bites and then we'll be back for like an actual review, unless you want to do one like right now.
One bite, everybody does.
Okay. Shout out Dave Portnoy.
Guys doing okay?
Yeah, we're doing good. Awesome, thank you.
All right. It's kind of like a chili underneath the potatoes.
Yeah, but it looks good though. It's not like a typical like Southern Texas chili where it's like it just looks like something you'd put on a hot dog. This looks like Northern chili or something else.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, compared to Raglan's though.
Raglan's had like a reduced wine sauce with theirs. It's really good.
Yeah, they did have that sauce, which I'm not seeing here on this one.
No, it's on that sauce. That's really good.
So which one's better, you think?
I think they're just like different kinds of shepherd's pie. I think flavor-wise, the Raglan's more unique.
Really? So this is more so of a generic shepherd's pie?
I think so.
Really?
But it's still good.
All right, let me take a couple bites and I'll be right back to see what I think as well. All right, so I got a little bit over, or I guess a little bit under, a little bit over halfway, depends on what you want to call this over here. But I know exactly what KJ's talking about now when it comes to how he described it. Me personally, I think that this portion size is going to be better when it comes to like a dinner serving. I think Raglan's portion size is better for lunch. It's a little bit smaller. It's not as filling. I remember maybe I was just like way super hungry that night at Raglan's, but I could probably eat 2 of those at Raglan's compared to right now. I had 3 Guinness and a shepherd's pie at Raglan. I still had room for another one. I'm about halfway done with my Guinness and halfway done with my shepherd's pie, and I'm feeling pretty full right now. It's got more of like a generic taste to it. Like KJ worded it pretty good. He said that this would be a shepherd's pie that you would just kind of like find more available. It doesn't have that unique taste that Raglan's has with their shepherd pie.
It tastes like a shepherd's pie you have at home.
What is that? One more time?
It tastes like a shepherd's pie you have at home.
Yeah, exactly. Like it would just be a little bit easier to access at home. Raglan shepherd pie has like this very unique taste that it's hard to. I think the wine sauce actually does a lot more than you think when it comes to the shepherd pie. They're both good. KJ said that they're good in their own separate way. I'm gonna have to agree with them, but I think they're definitely both worth trying out. That's for sure. I'm just definitely getting full way faster than what I intended, and we still have roller coasters and rides to ride. So hopefully I don't see the shepherd's pie again today. You're recording now.
Is this thing on? I asked Jeff if he tried the vegetables yet, and the vegetables at Raglan were not as cooked down. Like they had like a more raw texture to them, but they were still roasted, which I like. These vegetables here are really cooked down and really soft to eat. So yeah, I just want to say the vegetables at Raglan, like these are like well done vegetables. The vegetables at Raglan were like a medium cooked.
Which, yeah, I prefer it this way actually.
Yeah, I know. I prefer the vegetables at Raglan. Like flavor wise, and I think it was a better meal at Raglan.
When it comes to flavor?
Yeah, but also I had the vegetables on my braised beef. You didn't get any vegetables?
No. The shepherd pie comes with no vegetables, but the braised beef does.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I figured that was important information to add, but I was just gonna make you vlog it yourself because I was finishing up. All right, so we decided not to walk over to Islands of Adventure, but take the train instead. So now we're at King's Cross waiting to get on the train. We're gonna be dropped off at Hogsmeade and then we'll have to walk all the way back to the front to ride the Hulk, but I think it's way worth it. It was a 45-minute wait, a little bit longer than 45 minutes, but definitely worth it, especially since KJ hasn't been on the train in a while and I haven't been on the train in a while. But it's interesting because Hedwig used to be in the cage and now he is no longer in the cage. So that's a pretty cool feature that they did change. We are officially in Islands of Adventure now, walking into Hogsmeade. So we'll go ahead and give you guys a small little walkthrough as we walk through. Well, just Hogsmeade, but we're gonna have to walk through Jurassic Park and all the comic strip because we're heading to Hulk to go ride Hulk. But it's been a while since I actually rode the train and I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. I didn't want to wait that long again to ride it, but it definitely puts you in the Harry Potter world. Dude, okay, so let's go ahead and talk about that real quick because I actually don't like how they did that. I don't like it. I mean, I know in the movie that it snows in Hogsmeade, one of the only times that you see it, but I just think it doesn't work when I'm sweating my ass off and I see snow on roofs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't work for me. But let's go ahead and do a small walkthrough as we walk through beautiful Hogsmeade here at Universal. Alright, so we are still on our way to Hulk here, and as you can see, photo opportunities in Jurassic World / Jurassic Park. I think they're still trying to make the transformation. But in front of us, you also have the Discovery Center, as you can find in the movie, pretty good. You got Burger Digs, great burger. Did you ever eat there with us last time in 2018? They got pretty good burgers. I'd probably give it at least a 7 out of a 10. It's not the best burger you'll ever have, but for amusement park, pretty solid. You have some carnival games if you guys are into that as well. It's pretty busy. I feel like it's a little bit busier than yesterday, even though we did come over to this park a little bit later in the day. You can hear Velocicoaster over there to the left of us. Then you have Pizza Predatoria. That's pretty good pizza. It's pretty nice. There's a lot of yelling today. I think a lot of people are losing their patience due to the heat. What is it?
Get the blood, boy.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but there's so many people just yelling at each other. I don't know if the world's going crazy or what, but probably heard it 3 or 4 times just in the time I was recording. This is pretty new. The Raptor encounter. I don't know. I don't see a wait time. The wait time's not very live right now.
Is it a ride?
No, you just meet a raptor, take a picture with them. So I say it's more so for little kids. It's fun to watch when you can, but they blocked it off to the general public because too many people were taking pictures with them and not having to pay for the picture, which is, I guess, only fair. KJ, don't forget we do have to ride the river adventure as well.
Wet.
You don't get very wet. We can do it towards the end of the day if you want. It's not like Ripsaw Falls by any means. It's a 75-minute wait. That's way too long anyway. The Hulk is a priority. But yeah, we still have to ride the Hulk, we still have to ride Spider-Man, we have to ride basically any of the ones that are like 4D or 3D rides. So we still have like Transformers as well. We can do the Rocky Horror Picture Show if we want. Not really a priority because it's more so just a show. We're more so into the rides. We still have to ride King Kong. There's numerous ones that we have to ride. It's like a list of like 5 or 6. We don't have a whole lot left before we start duplicating and riding some of the rides double time. But we do want to ride Hagrid's and we do want to ride Velocicoaster again for a second time, at least. All right, woo, we're almost there. And we finally reached the Marvel section, which I'm glad Disney let Universal keep this section just for the simple fact of it's just so cool, and it's got that 90s, even though I was only 5 years old once 2000 hit, but it's just got that 90s feel. It's got that comic strip feel, and I really appreciate it. I don't know exactly what they're doing over here to the left with all these walls up. I'd have to look into that just a little bit because that's where you meet and greet with Spider-Man and everything. But it's just a super cool area. It's hot today. The only thing I wish Universal did different is I wish I could take GoPros or some sort of camera to get footage of the ride, but they're super picky about it, and it upsets me. I can take my camera on way more stuff when it comes to Disney rides, even though I guess they're not as intense. But if I could just take it on the Hulk and Velocicoaster and Hagrid's, oh my god, it'd be so much better, because I just feel so lame having to tell you guys, oh, we'll be right back. We've got to put you guys in the locker, and we'll let you guys know what the review is. I'd much rather be able to give you guys a point of view perspective, or a first person perspective on what the ride actually looks like, at least through a camera lens. But unfortunately, we have arrived to Hulk. Or fortunately, we have arrived to Hulk, but unfortunately, we're gonna have to put you guys in the locker, and we're gonna be right back. So we just got off the Hulk, and still as good as I remember, still not as good as Velocicoaster, that's for sure. KJ, is it anything like what you remembered? You said it was a little bit more rough than what you remembered.
Yeah, it's way more rough than I remember.
I'm telling you, dude, once you ride Velocicoaster, or any smooth roller coaster like Velocicoaster, every other roller coaster feels super freaking rough. So I say Spider-Man's a 50-minute wait. I think we might as well just come back to that one. I think I'd rather ride either Hagrid's or Velocicoaster again before Spider-Man, because I know you aren't super crazy on the 4D rides. I rode them a million times, so I'd rather ride something that gets the adrenaline pumping just a little bit more than those theatrical, mainly screen rides. We're just gonna keep plugging along, keep chugging, not chugging, but I messed that part up. It's getting so hot out here, I can't even think, and then I gotta maneuver through all these freaking people.
Yeah, I say we find some water.
You need a water break?
Yeah.
You want to get like water from a water fountain, because we did bring those water bottles. But okay, there's a restroom right over here. If you want to, we can refill right over there if you want. All right, hydrate time, but we're just gonna keep plugging along. Choo choo. Let's go fight the heat with some water. All right. So we did a couple of things off of camera. Well, it seemed like a lot of things, not really a whole lot of things. It's pretty busy here today. we just got stuck in line for an hour and a half at Rip Ride Rocket, which was a little ridiculous. They broke down about halfway through the line, which took about 15-20 minutes for them to get back up to where they needed to operate again. And then it broke down for about another 5 to 10 minutes as we were about to unload. But nice thing is though, is the team members here actually gave us free bottles of water for the ride breaking down, which was actually really cool. Never actually had that happen before, so they made up for the minor mistake, for the minor delay for the day. But it's slowly emptying out here in Universal Studios. However, we are going to go to Islands of Adventure, and we're going to try and go re-ride or ride again for Velocicoaster and for dude, I'm getting so tired I can't even think right now. I'm like overheating. But we're gonna re-ride Hagrid's as well after we go ride Escape from Gringotts. That's where we're heading right now. So we're gonna go ahead and let you guys go because we can't really take you with us on the rides like I've stated before. So if you liked the video, please like and subscribe. I'm gonna go ahead and do, I did mention at the beginning of this one that we're gonna do a Hollywood Studios for day 3 on this trip. However, I'm just gonna make that a separate video. So go ahead and check that next video out after this video as well. You guys have a good one, and we'll see you. He's learning a little bit of Portuguese with all the Brazilian Uber drivers we've had. So they've taught him a little bit, and I've taught him a little bit that I've known as well. So, obrigado and boa noite.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao. Obrigado, boa noite. Ciao, ciao.